But did you shoot him 6 times?
I shot him 6 times. 6 times. 6 times.
I just want to let you guys know, I shot that man 6 times. If you know where that's from, leave a like, leave a comment in the bottom of the in the comment section. You know what I mean? Oh, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Jamal Haki, and today we're back with another movie review. We recently went to go see the movie Halloween 2018 to be specific. And let's talk about the movie. So pretty much what Halloween is about, it basically takes place 40 years after the first events of Halloween. Halloween, the first one, which originally came out in 1978. Let's go ahead and throw this out the window. For anyone who does not know this, any other Halloween after the first Halloween that came out in 1978 is officially not canon to the series. Everything has been totally retconned. What? What the f? So in terms of Laurie Strode and Michael Myers being brother and sister, that's wrong. It doesn't exist. Not in this series anymore. And I want to let y'all know that from the beginning, because depending on how old you are, depending on what generation you are, going into this movie, it may be hard for people to wrap their head around some information that they're accustomed to knowing. Whether you are a fan of the second Halloween or the third one, which didn't have Michael Myers in there, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, or you're a fan of H2O, Resurrection, or you're a fan of the Rob Zombie ones, 1 and 2, you're gonna have to throw a lot of that out. So I know a lot of times I was trying to connect some pieces, not a lot of times, a few times in the movies I was trying to connect some dots, but I immediately caught myself and realized that all of that's been retconned. This is the official sequel of Halloween. The movie is essentially about Michael Myers. He got, I guess, captured after the events of the first movie. They found him, he got locked away, and 40 years later, what's happening is he's going to be transferred to another place, I guess to an official like penitentiary, to an official like prison for him to be locked away instead of being in some type of holding place for high level mental patients and mental patients. Obviously, Michael Myers escapes. That's the obvious, and it's Halloween day and he's running amok. It's a pretty simple plot from that point, but it gets deeper. There's elements to it that's going to lead to its goodness, its greatness. What worked for me is that majority of the movie, predominantly the first half, or you say the first act and a half, what it does is it pays homage to the first Halloween. You see how certain things are lining up. You see how it plays out. You see the pacing of the film. It gets back into that feel of what Michael Myers was giving off. Him staring off into the distance at people. You looking from his perspective at what he is seeing before he strikes, before he makes that kill. Thinking about what his next move is. This sense of eeriness from him not talking again. I understand he never talked in other movies, but you feel it even more in today's movie, looking at it in 2018 form of Michael Myers. Him teleporting is spooky, it's scary. You get the feeling of him, his horrorness before he strikes, or when you see him strike. And there's moments when you don't see him strike and you just see the aftermath of a kill. You just think to yourself, God, how did he do that to that person? Jesus. Other things that I liked is you had certain characters within the film that acted as the new generation. The people who came out after the fact that the events of 1978. Because going into this movie, you're going to have an audience that grew up with Michael Myers, that grew up loving Halloween, that grew up liking Laurie Strode. You're going to have those people. So when they're going to the movie, they got something for them to attach themselves to and love. And then you're going to have a younger generation that probably never even seen 1 second of Halloween. Shame on you. Going into it, you have dialogue within the film that speaks for this younger audience going into this movie, and I thought they actually captured the essence of that. I did like the deaths, I did like the kills, I did like some of the dialogue within the film, I did like the pacing of the film. It didn't feel too long, it didn't feel too short. I think it just stuck right in that right pocket. Some of the things that actually didn't personally work for me, yeah, although some of the writing was good, there was times where some of the writing was not so great from a character standpoint. You kind of looked at some of the characters and some of their decisions that they was making, and it just made me think, was that a good character decision? Was it really written that way? It really spoke to the stupidity of not only people, but it almost made you question, would we actually make that decision too? You stupid. There were certain things that certain characters did. I'm like, okay, you might just be a plot device within this film. You kind of went in, went out, questioning your purpose in the film at all. Would you really need it? Some of the ways how people died, wow. This is not a movie that you can take and nitpick about. Really, my biggest gripe is some of the decisions that was made. I actually didn't have any issues with the middle portion of the film as well, when it made its twist. The twist was a little bit kind of but I get it. Kind of but I get it. All in all, the movie is great. Like, it's really good. Like, it's actually good. For me, growing up, I attached myself to horror films. I love horror. Anything horror related, it's good. A good horror film makes me feel good. And I think watching this movie, I felt good. I was on the edge of my seat. I had that white knuckle feel. I was anticipating what the next move was. I was actually wondering how they was going to do what they did at the end. None of which was predictable. Literally my favorite part about this movie was the exact ending, right? How the ending played out, in my opinion, most of it was paying homage to the first movie. I like how the roles were reversed. But if you watch Halloween like I watched it, or as much as I watched it, or paid attention to as much as I watched it, you would know that all that's kind of happening, the tone of it, the feel of it, you know, it's directly from the first movie. And I just loved it, because when I called on to it, I was like, yeah, we in for a good one. Laurie Strode, dope. 3 generations of the Strode family, dope. Some idiots out there kind of ruined the, I don't want to say ruined the movie, but they dropped the grade down some, and some of the characters making decisions, some of the writing, some of what was happening. It didn't really connect fully with the movie. So all in all, the movie gets an 8 out of 10. Nate, we love it. Dope. Fire. And that's it for the review, people. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Hit the bell to be notified. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you check out the affiliate links down below. And again, if you like Halloween, leave a comment down below. If you like Michael Myers, William Shatner's face. If you like Michael Myers, leave a comment down. Leave a like on the page. And that's it for the video, man. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the description. PO box information, description. 10K subscribers, Q&A special. Already know what to do. It's your boy Jamal _Haki. Peace out.